What's up, you guys? It's been like 3 weeks since I last recorded a video of my life. I've been going through some things. Really just been kind of chilling, so I don't really want to talk about a bunch of stuff. Let me give you a previous update from my last video. I'm just saying now. I hate my voice. I do not like it at all whatsoever. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But in the last video, I stated that weed and alcohol was always there for me, and I'm just gonna go off that. Um, yes, that is true. Weed and alcohol was always there for me, and I um started experimenting like when I was like when once I got in high school or whatever. But we're not gonna get into that. That's gonna be probably for the next video. But I'm not even gonna go off what I said in my last video because it's stupid. Um, but yeah, growing up was really hard. You know what I'm saying? Like being in and out the hospital, having anger problems left and right. You know, um, like I said, I had anger problems when I was younger, and there was this one time that I was in Our Lady of Peace. It's called Our Lady of Peace, and then it was called Ola, and then it's called a bunch of things. Um, I'm pretty sure that I was in there for a bunch of stuff. Um, but the last time I remember being there was when I was like 16. But I'm gonna take it back to when I was like 10. So it's like 9, 10 years old being in this hospital. Um, Me when I was in the hospital, I kind of felt like a caged animal. And that's when I first started experience being suicidal because I was so felt so caged up like a like a dog being caged up and basically put in time out for like a long ass time basically. And I just you know when you get so alone, you don't feel like yourself. You feel like nobody cares, nobody gives a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? All everything. If you experience being suicidal, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't experienced that, I it's basically like you're depressed, but you're so depressed that you don't want to be alive, and you feel like everybody's against you when the whole entire time everybody's here for you. You're talking to everybody, but you can't explain how you're feeling. Me, on the other hand, I struggle with telling people how I feel. So when I was 10 and growing up, from the ages of like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or whatever, um, like I'm just breaking down to you. I didn't have a dad growing up. I didn't have a sperm donor. He was never around. Um, I taught myself how to ride my bike. On my own. Like I literally told my sperm donor to take my turning wheels off my bike. He took them off my bike, and then one morning, or no, when he took the turning wheels off my bike, and I had rode it that day, I had to falling off my bike. So when I was younger, got my bike one morning, and I kept trying. I kept falling every time I tried to ride this bike without training wheels. Oh my goodness. So one morning I get up, I'm like excited. I'm like, I'm about to ride my bike. I'm about to learn how to teach myself how to ride this bike. Ain't nobody gonna teach me but myself. So I get up, get my clothes on, get my bike, I don't know where I was living at. I guess I was living down some steps or something. I don't remember. But I do remember that I got on my bike and I kept pushing myself to do it. Like every time I fall, get back up, get back on the bike. Fall, get back up, get on the bike. So what I did was I got my ass up and got on that bike and started riding it. And when I looked up, my sister and my mom was coming at the door. And my mom started crying because I taught myself how to ride my bike. That was like one of my biggest accomplishments at a young age. I was like so proud of myself then. Not saying that I'm not proud of myself now, but I am for certain things. And but like like when you experience stuff like that, your dad is supposed to teach you. Like, sorry, I'm kind of getting a little emotional, but I'm kind of sleepy. So if y'all see me yawn, I'm just because I'm sleepy. Yeah, see, I'm yawning. Okay, but anyways, so it kind of hurt knowing that I had to fend for myself at a young age. I can't tell you guys what age I'm at, and if you can tell, I'm crying because I've never shared that. Like, that's personal. But this is my personal face. This is my personal YouTube. So yeah, put myself out there. Um, but at a young age, I realized that I had to fend for myself. Certain some when I was growing, and I got older or whatever, I never understood this that my sperm donor told me, and I thought that it was all correct. So when you're like 3, 4, your parents is telling you, "Hey, don't do this because this, and this is going to happen." So when you grow up, you start to believe that, and then once you get older, and like in your, I say, probably about around 15, 16 years old, you start to realize none of that was true, like at all. Um, I didn't realize it. Stuff wasn't true till about 14 years old. Till like I got in high school. Um, but I didn't realize that. Um, like I said, I was in the hospital at age 10, going through like so many different stages of my emotions. Like I was going through being suicidal, crying almost every night, being in the hospital by myself, felt caged up, felt alone, um, I had so much anger, I had rage, I was mad, I was pissed off. I was like so many moods that I felt like I was bipolar at that point. And you know, I never. The only thing that actually kept me sane in that, like, OLAP or Our Lady of Peace, whatever y'all call that place, I call it Our Lady of Peace because it's what I know it as mostly is Our Lady of Peace, but I mostly know as OLAP too, but I'm just going to use Our Lady of Peace. But what I used to do is I used to run around. I used to race people, and I used to play pool, and those two things I was really good at. But back then, like when I was 10, I don't know if any of y'all who's watching this have done this, but have you ever tied your shoes so tight so you could run faster? Because I was that kid that tied his shoes tight, like tighter than a motherfucker, and it will help me run. For some reason, I thought that it helped me run faster, and it did for a while. Um, then I stopped. Then I stopped running because one of the people that was in there, or one of the kids that was in there, I ended up becoming friends with a bunch of kids that was in there. I don't remember names, so I'm not gonna say names because I don't really remember. But we was always playing pool. We was always trying to challenge. They was always trying to challenge me in pool for some reason. It was because I was like that. It was like I was that good. I had beat like literally almost every kid in there. Like every day, like every night, they would ask me like, "Rick, you going to playing pool tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? Are you racing? Are you playing basketball?" Because usually I'll be on between basketball, racing, and playing pool. Like my number one three things. Um, and like they asked me, and I was like, I'm playing pool tomorrow. So everybody, I guess everybody was like betting money. Everybody somehow everybody got some money or whatever, and people just started betting me money. Um, Most of the time we was all broke, so we just kind of gambled our snacks. We kind of gambled our snacks. So we had chips, soda, anything. We would gamble at. We know that we would gamble at the end of the day. So we would gamble. I would win. I'd take they. I would feel bad. I felt bad when I took they only food. So I just told them keep their food. Just do me a favor. Cause my thing was within like it is now. If I know you don't got it, and if I know if that's your last thing of food, I'm not gonna take it. I'm just gonna ask you for a favor. And it might be a word favor. It might be one of them favors that embarrasses the hell out of you. And you never know with me. Like I'm a mystery. I'm a sneaky mystery person. Um, and like I said, I used to play pool. That shit was fun. And when I was 10, I remember I was on these. I don't know. I think it's like a pull-up bar. I don't know. It's one of the things where you just go up and then you down, but it's like on a playground. It's like yeah, it's like on a playground somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I was at Our Lady of Peace and I was sitting on this little pull-up bar, which is what I'm gonna call it. I was sitting on it, and it's time for us to go, and I went to like rock myself because I couldn't get down, and then ended up falling, and I ended up hitting my back, and it took all the breath out of me, and I could not move. I could not get up. I like literally, I felt paralyzed from like the neck down, and it was like Rick, get up, get up, get up. I'm like, we gotta go. I'm like, bro, I can't get up. Like, what part of I can't move? Don't you understand? So one of my friends had to go get one of the staff members, and the staff member was trying to move me, and I couldn't move. Like they had to call the ambulance, get me on a stretcher, X-rays, everything, like the whole 9 yards. They even called mom and told mom, and I guess mom freaked out and came up like I think she came up like that very night to make sure I was okay, because every night was like visiting hours. So she came up to see me, and they told her that I was fine or whatever. And I was like, thank God I'm fine. I'm like, yes. So I thought that I had broke something and I didn't. I was so grateful that I didn't break anything because if I did, yeah, it was been bad. And plus, almost like every fucking night, they had this um the one, okay, not almost like not every night, not almost every night, but almost every other night they had orange sherbet. For anybody that does not know what that ice cream is, it's to me I don't like that shit. That shit is the most disgusting ice cream that I have ever ever had. Like I don't care what anybody says.